Good day, everybody. Yes, yeah, today, my response to the video of having bipolar disorder and isolation at the same time. So today, I just want to say that I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I was feeling very depressed. I didn't feel like talking to anybody or communicating with anybody or just getting open to anybody about how I was feeling. And so I know a lot of us who are bipolar, whether we're number one or number two bipolar, we have a tendency to isolate ourselves when we start feeling depressed. Because we just, it's bad enough that a lot of us are misunderstood. A lot of people think that we're crazy and that we're weird and that we're just out of our minds. And I know it seems like that, but that's not even the case, because you're having bipolar depression, or should I say having bipolar disorder. We can go all the way from like a +5 for us bipolar ones, and then go all the way to a -5, just like that. But bipolar 2, we can, the highest we go as far as mania is hypomania, and then it can go down. It could also go down to -5 or somewhere in between -1 and -2. Like right now, that's how I feel today. It's in between a -1 and a -2. So it's like I've been, it's like I was in a mix of being mildly depressed and major depressed. And so the thing about that is I've just, I haven't had a major depressive episode in 3 years, which is really a blessing in my life, because before I was diagnosed with bipolar number 2, for years I questioned if I really was bipolar, because there will be times where I will feel really good, and there's other times where I will feel really bad. And I used to wonder why I would feel so bad, and it affected my ability to work, it affected my, just my confidence, it affected everything. And, it's like it just had a big crippling effect on me. And so today, I guess one of the reasons why I feel the way I felt today and why I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, because sometimes, the past, there's a lot of things in the past I've gotten over, but then, at the same time, there's some things in the past that still hunt me, or that tries to hunt me sometimes. And so I just don't like the idea of, stuff that bothered me a long time ago to hunt me back. And also, just looking where I'm at right now. I know the pandemic, a lot of us, are, we pretty much, we're not outdoors like we used to. And I know that could add more fuel to the fire. And depression could definitely affect us even more easily. And it can lead to other issues where, we're having too much isolation time. So I would just say that one thing I started doing is I started listening to jazz music, because I love jazz music. It really calms me down. It really brings me in a better mood. And I would say, whatever it takes for you to calm down, whatever it takes for you to, numb the depression down, I would say do whatever it takes to definitely help the depression go down. And whatever you really like doing, I would say just focus on that, and maybe the depression will start to die down. And so what I started doing today, I started listening to some jazz instrumentals. Because I like every form of jazz, whether it's hip-hop jazz, soul jazz, jazz funk, and smooth jazz, classical jazz. Like any form of jazz music I love. I'm very passionate about it. And although I don't play jazz music myself as a jazz artist or anything like that, I just love the sound of it, the saxophones and trumpets and everything. It's just really, I find it very amazing. And so that's what started to help me calm down. And it's like even during that time, it's like the depression started to come back, and I was like, okay, I'm tired of this, and I don't want to keep feeling like this. And eventually I did get open to one of my very best friends that I've known for 16 years now. And so that helped. Because see, before then, I wasn't going to talk to anybody. And before I clicked onto the link here on YouTube where it said bipolar disorder sorry. So yeah, where it said bipolar disorder and isolation. Yeah, because I've watched that video. I watched your video, Hannah, a few months ago, and I was really touched and inspired by it. And so I saw that somebody else did a response to your video, and that motivated me to do a response to your video as well. And I would say one thing to stay away from when you're feeling isolated and depressed: stay away from anything that makes you feel negative. That brings more negative issues and that worsens the issue. Like, stay away from people who are pessimistic, people who are strongly opinionated, and stay away from people who are judgmental. Who, yeah, they don't know how to keep anything confidential. And I would say also, for me, for example, the stuff I have to stay away from is, anything that triggers the issue, or like, let's say certain styles of music. Like, I grew up, originally I'm from LA, and I'm from and I was from the hood part of LA. I came from Inglewood, California, which is one of the most ghettoest parts of LA. But then at a young age, we moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and I spent most of my life in Atlanta. But even though I spent most of my life in Atlanta, yeah, I had a lot of LA influence in me because my dad was born and raised in Compton. And so, yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of West Coast hip hop, and a lot of it is gangster influence, G-Funk, which has a nice, catchy, gangstified catch to it. But the problem with it is that the lyrics can be very toxic, where they talking about, gang activity, Crips and Bloods, and all this other stuff. So, yeah, and I realized if I'm not careful, I would start to had that mindset like I'm a thug or like I'm a gangster, and knowing that I never even lived that type of life. So that's music I definitely stay away from. And I listen to a lot of, I listen to it sometimes, mainly because, like, I have to be in a really good mood to listen to it, not because I glorify anything they're saying. It's more so just the influence. It could be their delivery, or it could be the influence, because it is funkified music, which also is another form of music I like. I like any music that's funk influenced. And a lot of West Coast hip hop, whether it's in LA or up in the Bay Area, is very funkified and funkadelic influenced. And a lot of them have really good delivery, and a lot of times that brings me in a good mood if I want to dance and I want to have a good time. But when I'm depressed, yeah, that just doesn't help me. So I use smooth jazz or anything more relaxing to help me calm down with that. And so, yeah, I would say whatever keeps you in a good mood, whatever helps the depression die down, I would say definitely focus on that. And another thing I like to do is draw it out, or write poetry about it, or write about how I'm feeling, which I need to start getting back into the habit of doing, because it's been a while since I haven't done that. And so that's all I have to say. Hope this inspires you. And in the midst of me feeling the way I feel right now, I'm still glad I was motivated to share this video and to share how I'm feeling, and to know that at the end of the day, we're not alone as we think we are. And I really appreciate other people who are bipolar. And I really appreciate, just those people out there who may not necessarily be bipolar, but they understand us bipolar people very well. And thanks again, Hannah, for making your video. And hope to talk to you during the comments of the video soon. And everybody take care, and take care of your mental health. All right, thank you. Peace.